San Diego taxi drivers are calling it quits. That's a confession of some cab drivers who say more of their peers are leaving to work for ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft. Ride-sharing allows individuals to use their own cars and a smartphone to operate much like a taxi. Our Chase Kane hops on a ride to see why more San Diegans are switching gears for how they get around town.
Request an Uber instead of calling a cab in downtown San Diego, and you can take a ride with Pete.
And you're supporting me. Hey, I'm a nice guy, right?
And he was a nice guy on our 2-mile trip, so you might wonder how a guy like this could trigger protests in Europe and animosity here in San Diego.
He destroyed my business. He took food from my kids.
That's the general sentiment of San Diego taxi drivers toward ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft. In fact, most cabbies we approached were so angry they didn't even want to talk to us.
You don't want to tell us what you think?
No comment right now.
Not interested?
Why? Well, simply put, cab drivers admit Uber and Lyft are major competition.
What's it done to your business?
Business is getting slow, of course, yeah.
First off, if you don't know how these ride-sharing companies like Uber and Lyft work, well, they're similar to a taxi, but they're also pretty different. For one thing, you're not going to be trying to hail a cab here on the side of the street. There's none of that. Instead, you just out your smartphone, you tell it where you are, and within a few minutes, a car will pick you up. When you're done, you get out, and the whole fare is charged to a credit card, so there's no worrying about scrounging for cash.
We're also about half the price of a cab. We're $1.65 a mile, whereas a cab is $3 a mile, and you're getting the same exact service.
The taxi drivers say it's not the same, like the cab driver who approached our camera outside the San Diego airport.
This is the country which is free enterprise. Everybody could run a business. But business have to be in the right way, legal way.
But ride-sharing is totally legal in California.
Oh, yeah.
It just seems many cab drivers don't know the whole story.
There is no background checkup. By Sheriff
Uber says they do background check.
No. The insurance is $1 million policy. I don't think they have that one.
They do now.
Okay.
That taxi driver didn't know what to say when he found out both Uber and Lyft actually spell out their background checks and insurance coverages online. And that's just part of what may be enticing some cabbies to cross over.
Most of them, they are trying to leave the taxi business and they are trying to join the Uber or Lyft because they know that their business is getting busy day by day.
Taxi drivers are switching a drive for Uber?
Most of them, yeah. Most of them, I know, because no more option for them left.
And it could get even more competitive once Lindbergh Field begins permitting Uber and Lyft to pick up travelers at the airport as early as this fall.
People are absolutely using them. We want to provide our passengers with the transportation options that they desire.
Call it desire, call it demand, but it appears more San Diegans are turning a corner on who they call for a ride.
From what I'm told, we're better, nicer drivers, and we have cleaner, better cars. So you're getting basically a better service for half the price. I think that's why Uber has really become a good alternative to taxi cabs.
Chase Kane, San Diego 6 News.